today, all the people that have come to give public testimony, all of the commissioners and committee persons, please guide our decisions today. Let your will be done for the betterment of Miami-Dade County. Let your will always be done, and let all glory be yours. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'll ask my colleagues to join us in the well. The mayor has a presentation. Mayor, would you like for us to join you in the well for the presentation? She's indicating yes. Okay, please join us in the well as the mayor presents certificates on behalf of her Flight Forward team.
All right. Wow. What a great group of people to celebrate something really noteworthy that has happened in the last couple of months. So as the wonderful commissioners join us here, I am going to say a few words of introduction, and then we have a lot of people to acknowledge and thank.
Mayor's giving presentation.
All right. Well, thank you to our chairwoman of the committee, Commissioner Danielle Cohen-Higgins, for allowing us this opportunity to call together a group of individuals who rose to the occasion and helped us transform our beautiful Miami International Airport in the nick of time for World Cup. Am I right? And if you have not seen it, especially at night, I'm especially partial to the lighting. I tell people, make it a date night. You know, go down there into the Central Plaza, bring a little snack.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's right. It's really something. Come on up here, Ralph. Come on up. Is Deputy Mayor Coley, please come down and join us. Yes. Actually, all chiefs, come on down, Chief Arnold Palmer as well. We can all share in this. So in January, I launched the Forward Flight Initiative. It was a partnership of 14 community organizations. They were tasked with elevating customer satisfaction before the World Cup and beyond. We wanted to look at not just preparing for major global events, which we do, by the way, all the time. And as Director Coutier told me, World Cup is about the equivalent of a Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
Less.
Even less when you put it all together. So we know how to put on big shows at the airport. But, of course, the world was watching. We not only need to deliver our customer service with excellence for our residents and visitors year-round, but modernizing and beautifying MIA through capital investments and maintenance upgrades, which we've been doing since the Board of County Commissioners voted to support us to make that major infrastructure, originally $9 billion, now up to $14 billion in infrastructure investments at the airport. Really unprecedented and really very necessary. And all of that is great, but it takes time. Major investments of that sort take time. And so the cosmetic, the iconic, the beautiful are also important, and some of those things can be done more quickly. So we tasked this group, the Forward Flight Initiative, to put together a range of efforts that would be highly visible, and it includes vibrant lighting installations, immersive cultural activations, all kinds of art, innovative technology, thoughtful design, and turning us into a space that would really show off our unique place in history here in Miami-Dade. Dynamic, welcoming, and unforgettable. There were 4 key priorities. Operational excellence. We had to address congestion, aging infrastructure, and staffing shortages. So we had to, of course, fast track Those conveyances, you all know what a conveyance is now, right? It's not just a sail. It's an elevator, it's an escalator, it's a moving sidewalk. And we are now on pace to fix 40 units every year, and we're at 95% functioning, which is national best practice. And just last month, we fully reopened the third level skywalk across the entire terminal to the MIC, the Miami Intermodal Center. We modernized the moving walks and the tropical theme terrazzo flooring, and again, my favorite, the lighting. Very, very beautiful. Number two, we had to have passenger experience and innovation at the forefront of everything we do. So we had to reimagine our travel journey with the technology and hospitality first approach. And those include those holograms. Have you all seen those holograms? They're pretty cool. And how many languages? 40 plus. 40 plus languages. We cannot duplicate that even with our award-winning global protocol unit. We have the largest biometric entry technology in the nation and advanced TSA screening. You know, we have one of the shortest TSA waits any place in the country. And that's attributable to the great service of our TSA men and women, but also our great relationships, that we are all one MIA family. We have 3 new children's play areas. I'm bringing my granddaughter very shortly. And then the third item is the ABCs of Aesthetics, Beautification, and Culture. And we had the full transformation of the Central Terminal curbside with that central garden, the date location. Maybe a double date. Double date with your chairwoman.
But we're not advocating you all go to the airport unless you have to be there.
Because of traffic.
Well, we'll pick a lighter time, lighter traffic time. We also have new ceiling panels, enhanced seating, dynamic, colorful lighting, and charging facilities, solar-powered charging facilities. Our Miami MIA Live Arts program, I Know I Dance Samba, there was country western, you name it. And then finally, brand management. So the Lightning Crew, which was my invention, has been operating very, very well to address those smaller repairs that are needed, but also to help guide people every day through the airport and enhance customer needs. So can we all say together, I am MIA? 1, 2, 3. I am MIA. That's it. That is our main branding initiative where everyone can feel the pride. And we have to feel pride because there's actually something to be proud about, not just a statement. It's actually very, very important that we make the true things of the measure. So I'm going to cede the mic to our chairwoman if she'd like to say a few words, or anyone else, and then we're going to present some. We have a small video. Oh, we have a video. Okay, take it away. Do we have to dim the lights? Full effect. Yes, great. And we have 14 members of the Forward Flight Initiative with us here today, and we're going to recognize them one by one, but first to you, Madam Chairwoman.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for highlighting the progress that we've made at Miami International Airport. It truly has been a collective and a collaborative effort. I think our Madam Mayor prides in calling herself Collaborator-in-Chief. And the efforts made at our international airport have been really, really great in a very truncated period of time. And I think everybody that has been involved in that effort, all of us moving towards the same goal of making sure that our airport is the absolute best reflection of this extraordinary community. And so, Madam Mayor, thank you. And I look forward to recognizing these individuals who have participated on your program. So if you all don't mind joining us in the well as we present you with your certificates, and we'll take a quick picture.
Right. So I think we're going to call you up one by one to recognize you. And then we also had many, many staff at Miami-Dade Aviation who were leaderful in this effort, and we're going to give them certificates as well, but not one by one.
Yeah.
For the external team, yes. For the internal team, we're going to bring them up.
Okay, great. Okay, oh, I have this one here, so if you want.
you have that one.
Yeah. All right, let's call up Wendy Walsh of Unite, our labor partner. Here you go, Wendy. Thank you. Great. Franklin Sermons of our Pam. Someone here on behalf of Pam? So guess what? We had labor leaders, we had cultural leaders. Very good. Alfred Sanchez from Greater Miami Chamber. Okay, it's okay. They all served, really. Lizzie Pittenger with Uber. Right. Thank you, Lizzie. Okay. Okay, J.C. Lascano with American Airlines, but you know what? He's now been promoted to senior vice president, senior VP, so he's out there doing some important work at the airport. Okay, very good. Eric Knowles from Miami-Dade Chamber. Yambeli Gomez from, okay, okay, from SEIU, yay. Standing in for Yambeli. Yambeli, I'm so sorry. Raymond Francois from our taxi industry. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Jerome Fallick with our duty free. Is he here? Not here. Okay. With our consulting firm, Daniel Diaz. From Convention and Visitors Bureau? No, from the Hotel Association, Curtis Kreider. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Curtis. Thank you.
One is with CES Consultancies here. CES Consultants.
With CES Consultants, Juan Alfonso. He was in the photo with me on the slideshow. Thank you. Thank you so much. From the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rolando Aedo. Thank you. Oh. Chief of Staff to Director Coutier, Andrea Munoz Amador. Okay, thank you. Very good. Okay, all right, that's our first photo lineup.
Then let's get our external team, and then we're going to give it to them.
Okay, so. All right, we're going to call up all of our entire team, and we'll give you your proclamations in a moment. Thank you.
Well, there's a lot, so we're going to have to either move up or move back.
Yeah, how do we do this? They'll tell us.
Step back, okay?
Well, people have to file in behind us.
Yeah, they
No, back.
Everyone behind.
This is what it took.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Really quick. have a stool? You have a stool? No, I'm good. Oh, you do? Yeah, yes, I'm good. It took a village. It took a village.
Y'all don't wanna get that step thing?
I think we're good, right?
Yeah. All right, everyone look at here.
One, two. Last one.
Thank you.
Hi, good to see you.
Very happy.
Oh, good, there.
We didn't hear any complaints.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, good.
We didn't have to
They love the pill one, they love the rowing, everything.
Do you want to give it to them out there?
Yeah, I may be here for committee, it's our committee now. So anybody else in the game? I gotta be, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's a second person, so.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. Ponemos esto. We'll figure it out, I guess. Empuja, empuja. Push. I don't know where they go exactly.
Again, everyone, please quiet as you exit our chambers. Please quiet as you exit our chambers. At this time, we'll open the reasonable opportunity for the public to be heard. I do not have any speaker cards on a reasonable opportunity for the public to be heard. This is your opportunity to address the body on anything on our agenda. Seeing no one approaching, at this time, I will close the reasonable opportunity for the public to be heard. To the attorneys, any changes or updates to this morning's agenda?
Good morning, Madam Chair. Yes, a few changes to announce. Item 3J has been added to your agenda. On item 3F, a deferral has been requested to no date certain, so with the setting of the agenda, that item will be deferred to no date certain. On item 1G1, a scrivener's error was corrected to include the correct social equity and fiscal impact statement. On item 3A, Vice Chairman Gonzalez is assuming sponsorship. And finally, I've been advised by the administration that it's seeking to advance item 3E to the next BCC meeting.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to set the agenda.
So move second.
It's been second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Anyone wish to be recorded, no. Our agenda has been set. At this time, we'll take up the public hearing item. Item 1F1. To the attorneys, can you please read in public hearing item 1F1?
Madam Chair, I have 1G1 as a public hearing.
1G1, yes.
Ordinance relating to for-hire motor vehicles, amending sections 31-83 and 31-304 of the Code of Miami-Dade County, Florida, revising provisions relating to the temporary and permanent removal of chauffeurs from the Ambassador Cab Program, revising eligibility requirements, providing conditions under which chauffeurs removed from the Ambassador Cab program may reapply, making technical and conforming changes, providing for severability, inclusion in the code, and an effective date.
I have one public speaker card on behalf of 1G1. Akhtar Kamal, please approach. You'll have 2 minutes. Please give us your name and your address. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize in advance. Mr. Akhtar Kamal, you are recognized on 1G1. I don't see anyone either. Gentlemen, would you like to be recognized on 1G1? I see you standing up.
Ready?
Are you speaking on item 1G1?
I'm a member of the public. You said it so fast. I'm here to speak on a topic.
Oh, no, it has to be on an item on the agenda, and I don't have a public speaking card for you unless you're Mr. Akhtar Kamal. I'm sorry?
To the financing of everything and anything at the airport and the Port Miami.
Okay, now is your opportunity. You're recognized on 1G1. You'll have 2 minutes. Please give us your name and your address.
Okay. I don't know. And I thought I shrunk. Okay. I'm Broswell, Eric Hector Broswell, 11979 Southwest 92nd Lane, Miami, Florida, 33186. Standing here is a 33-year veteran who worked in the Security Enforcement Division of a major multi-billion-dollar machine, you might say, economic machine of this community and of this country. Now, what I heard about financing this, financing that, passing the budget, it's not going to improve, particularly for airport, seaport directors, just like the executives of the private and public sector, unless the tariffs that were imposed in 2025 are reduced, because they have caused a major economic and individually speaking financial harm in this country and in this community of its citizens. So the citizens have to band together, back up the public officials, go to Congress, and tell them to reduce the tariffs to a more normal, economic, and affordable level for every person and company, corporation, the agencies, even the individual working man and woman. So you're going to have to tell Congress to pick up their balls and pass the tariff over the objection of the President of the United States. You do it for your country, as John Kennedy used to say, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Kamal, you are recognized. 2 minutes. Please give us your name and your address.
Good afternoon, respected commission. My name is Akhtar Kamal. I live 1940 Northwest Folk Court, Miami, Florida, 33136. I'm here to speak against the ambassador program. Kindly note, facts as they stand today, after the arrival of TNC, transport network companies like Uber and Lyft, it is nearly impossible for a taxi driver to make a profitable living. If the taxi driver is prevented from working at the MIA and Seaport, therefore, removing a driver from MIA or the Seaport essentially means making him jobless. Under the ambassador program, if a taxi driver gets 2 tickets, then he could be removed from MIA as well as from the Port of Miami. Based upon my observation of several years, that if a taxi driver files a complaint against then he is targeted by the crew, and based upon my observation, he is targeted to be written more citation. Based upon my observation, most of these tickets are not issued based upon are issued based upon the likeness and dislikeness of a driver. If a driver stands up for himself, taxi himself, then he is disliked and written more tickets. In reference to such a citation, on May 22nd, 2026, I filed a formal complaint against the starter at the MIA for targeting me and issuing me a citation for dress code violation, accusing me that I was wearing a gym pad similar to this, and it is not allowed under the ambassador program. I begged the officer
Thank you, Mr. Kamal.
that I have an enlarged hernia.
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony. Public hearing on item 1G1 is now closed. To my colleagues, any comments or discussions on item 1G1? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Gilbert,
I'll vote yes for now.
Commissioner Hardeman, Commissioner Milian Orbis, Vice Chairman Gonzalez,
For.
Chairwoman Quinn Higgins.
I vote yes on 1G1.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. To my colleagues, are there any items on this morning's agenda that you'd like to bifurcate or discuss?
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I
Commissioner
don't necessarily want to bifurcate. I do want to get an update from the airport director because I understand he's here. And also, I believe that Afmar, as he was leaving, he was saying something about being unfairly a ticket or something. If somebody could talk to him down there and figure out what that was, it'd be great. Madam Chair, the last committee meeting we had, I think for airport, was actually at the airport. And there was a situation we were briefed on with regard to one of the employees in one of the companies, and we had expressed our opinion on it. And I wanted to see if there was an update on that, please.
Thank you, Commissioner Gilbert, and thank you for bringing that up. I too would like to hear an update. To the director, do you know what Commissioner Gilbert is referring to? We had certain unions that were present. There was one story in particular that stood out that a number of us had some real concerns about, and I think our message at that hearing was pretty clear. And so if you could provide us with an update, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Sure, yes, I do, Madam Chairman. So, Commissioner, immediately after that meeting, I reached out personally to the representatives of AGI, the company that was discussed at the meeting, and I shared not only verbally their concerns with them, but we also forwarded the SEIU's written concerns in an email that I sent them myself. Shortly thereafter, AGI, the firm in question, replied. They developed a 10-page response. They responded back to us. We immediately had a meeting to discuss those responses with the SEIU and the deputy mayor. We met with them. And then subsequent to that, we went ahead and reached back out to AGI. In the interim, I think on Saturday, this past Saturday, AGI has filed a lawsuit against the SEIU. So as far as whether or not the gentleman has been hired again, I did impress upon AGI's representative the desires of this board, yourself, the chairwoman, and Commissioner Gonzalez, that this individual needs to be rehired. I did make that point to them very strongly. I'm not aware, and I don't know if they are aware if he's been rehired or not.
Can we have them come up? I think.
Sure.
Elaine is, yeah.
So anyway, now there's a lawsuit that's been filed on Saturday. I just wanted, that's kind of the end of my update because that's where we stand as of yesterday.
All right, that's great. Thank you. Thanks so much. Good morning, Chairwoman, County Commissioners. Thank you for this opportunity to be heard. I come today to follow up on one of the issues that was raised at last month's meeting regarding the conduct of a company operating at the airport. That company was AGI. AGI responded to our facts about workers' reports of health and safety concerns, and AGI worker Pedro Frometa with a 10-page letter of spin and inaccuracies that I'll clarify. We explained last month that AGI terminated Mr. Frometa when he requested time off to care for his wife, who had just been diagnosed with cancer. Mr. Frometa was the only AGI employee who directly went to the company and requested a copy of their OSHA 300 logs. About a month later, when he requested the time off for his wife, within a few weeks, AGI then terminated him. AGI claims that he failed to maintain communication with his employer. We have call logs here that show Mr. Frometa called his supervisor at least 8 times, on top of going directly to AGI's HR office twice when he was out with his wife at the hospital. AGI also claims that his last day with the company was March 26th. I have here copies of bank records that show he was paid throughout April and corroborate that he worked until the day his wife was rushed to the hospital on April 22nd. AGI claims that Mr. Frometa's son, Raquel, who also works for AGI, requested leave with better communication and attendance accountability. So they approved his request and did not fire him. I have here Raquel himself, who would tell you that he did not request time off to care for his dying mother because he had to work his 2 full-time jobs to make up for the loss of income from his father, who was caring for his mother. AGI did allow him to take unpaid time off to assist his dad in the funeral and burial of Mr. Prometa's wife and Raquel's mother. We believe this company is a bad actor, and we thank you so much for allowing us to give you an update today on that matter.
Okay. Thank you. AGI, so AGI is the bag handlers that I guess they work with us or for us, for the county?
They have 2 permits to operate at the county, one in cargo, which is where both Mr. Frometa and his son work, and they also have a GASP.
Okay. What's the process for debarment for those type of companies? Because independent of him requesting the OSHA information, I find it offensive that someone's wife was dying from cancer and you fired him. I find that offensive. And so to the extent that our governance reflects our values, that's outside the paradigm that I would understand to be acceptable values. Mm-hmm. We've expressed ourselves previously in as nice a way as it was going to be expressed by me, at least. So what are those procedures?
Commissioner, under the county code, there are a variety of listed acts that can support a debarment. There is a catch-all this might fit under. We could certainly look at that. Notwithstanding that, AGI, I believe, does not have a contract with the county. They're operating under permits.
Correct.
Sell service to third parties, which gives us potentially certain other flexibility, which we can look at as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for that update. To my colleagues, any bifurcations on this morning's agenda? I'll entertain a motion on the entire agenda. It's been moved. It's been second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Anyone wish to be recorded? No. The agenda carries. To the attorneys, any unreadiness or any unfinished business before the body this morning? Okay. I believe we have... budget presentations by Miami International Airport, Port Miami, and the Miami-Dade Economic Advocacy Trust. Can we commence with Miami International Airport, please?
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. So, as you know, the Miami-Dade Aviation Department operates what we call the Miami Airport System, which is comprised of Miami International Airport proper and 4 general aviation airports: Opelika Executive on the north end of town, Miami Executive Airport on the south end, Homestead General Aviation Airport, deeper south end in Homestead, and also Dade Collier Training and Technical Airport, or TNT, which was until recently being used as Alligator Alcatraz. That's now closed down. So that is what comprises the Miami Airport System. We operate as a financial self-sustaining entity, so we do not receive any funding from the property taxes or property tax rolls or from the general fund, and I think everybody's aware of that. So we just recently we've completed our 4th straight year of 50+ million passengers, including 56 million, our best year ever, back in 2024, and 55.3 million last year. So excellent growth on the passenger side. We also just completed our 6th straight record-breaking year in cargo volume. We moved about 3.5 million tons of cargo last year. That was a 13.6% increase over the previous year. We're currently trending about 12% over last year's number. So huge growth on the cargo side as well. So if you combine those two things, that has yielded some really impressive improvements in our rankings, not only domestically but nationwide. We improved. Airports Council International is the entity that keeps track of aviation statistics nationwide. So we improved in 8 of 12 different areas. We maintain our position as the #2 airport for international passengers in the country. We bumped up 2 spots from 10 to 8 for total overall passengers in the U.S., and we bumped up a couple of spots as far as total number of operations. So we are at #9 now in the top 10 as far as busiest airfields in the country. So great news on that end. On the cargo side, even more impressively, we maintain our position as the #1 airport in the U.S. for international freight. We bumped up 2 spots from 3 to 1 for total freight in the U.S. Very significant because we leapfrogged both Memphis and Louisville, which are the headquarters for FedEx and UPS. So great news on that end. So we're currently #1 in international freight, #1 in total freight, and #2 in total cargo freight and mail in the country. We bumped up 1 spot in total cargo. Internationally, we also did very well. We bumped up from 5 to 4 in international freight, from 6 to 3 in total freight, and from 6 to 4 in total cargo freight and mail, and 2 spots as far as operations to #11. So all of that, the reason I'm sharing the rankings is all of that translates to our latest economic impact numbers, which I think, Madam Chairwoman, we released and we mentioned to you in one of our briefings. Currently, we represent $212.1 billion and 950,000 jobs annually. So we are right now the state of Florida's #1 economic engine. So that, very good news on that end. All of that has translated to really outstanding. We just received a couple of months ago our latest bond ratings from our bond rating agencies, and we are A+ or AA-, all with positives or stable outlooks with a lot of our bond ratings, so really, really financially stable, and that is a direct result of not only our customer service improvements, but also our financial stability, our growth, and our projected growth moving forward. So really good news on that end. We recently were named in 2025 the most improved mega airport in North America by J.D. Power, an independent organization, so really good news on that end. So financially, I think we're in very good shape. As far as accomplishments, I think you had asked me to share where we are on the capital side. Last December, we opened up our new Ibis Garage 6 months ahead of schedule, under budget. We're currently on schedule on Concourse K, which we broke ground on last June. That's scheduled to be completed in fall of '29. And then we also have Central Terminal. We have Central Terminal in final design, scheduled to break ground on that in 2028. And D60, which is we're ready to advertise the design build contract for that now in August. And that's a $1.1 billion project. So that's an update on where we're at on the capital side. As the mayor mentioned, our $14 billion capital program, that is moving forward. So far to date, we've spent nearly $2 billion for projects already completed or in progress. And we have also the program itself, the 15-year program, really getting a lot of traction moving forward on the capital side. On the modernization side, we've made tremendous strides. And as you know, for example, on the conveyances, as the mayor mentioned, we're at 95% operational. We are, as of this date, we have replaced about 90 units total. To give you an idea why that's significant, in 2023 and 24, we replaced 32 units in 2 years. In 2025, we replaced 36 in 1 year. And the current pace of completion is about 40 to 45. So we have reset the goal with the vendor, really making a lot of good progress on that. You've seen some of the Sky Ride, moving walkways with the terrazzo flooring, really good job. So not only have we really improved the rate of completion by more than 100%, but we're currently at 95% operational, which is way better than we were a couple of years ago at 85%. So great news on that. And on the restroom side, we've completed 50 restrooms to date, plus or minus. There's a little typo there. It should be 50, not 60. But we have currently about 45 in permitting, 5 under construction, and another 95 in design. So really making a lot of progress on the restroom renovation side as well. And then on loading bridges, we have 33 completed, $235 million investment in that regard. And we have about 33 and another 10 currently that we have under contract to replace this year, and another 15, which we're getting ready to award to the board probably in September or October, that award. So on the capital side and modernization side, tremendous growth, tremendous news. Some key issues that we have, and we can go to that slide, Tony, please. One of the biggest issues we have is essentially, the land constraints that we have. Our real estate team is doing a phenomenal job trying to acquire as much land as we can. We have approximately an estimated 240-acre shortage for our facilities that we'll need as part of the CIP for parking, construction parking, material laydown area, staging, et cetera. So we are working very, very hard, our team, to acquire as many properties adjacent to and or around MIA to be able to address that concern. That's one of the biggest concerns. And we've applied a lot of technology. You've seen our new holograms, which were mentioned before. So as far as customer experience, we're making a lot of strides in that regard. So future outlook, long-term projections, we're looking at 77 million passengers by the year 2040. And I will tell you that cargo number, if we maintain that 12%, that'll put us at almost 4 million tons of cargo at the end of this year. So I think that 4 million tons by 2040, we're going to blow that out of the water. So that's kind of an overall overview of where we are, our accomplishments, kind of the direction we're heading. I think the fact that the bond rating agencies rated us so high and with such a positive outlook, I think is a reflection of not only our growth, but our community, the growth of our market, the resilience of our market. And I think so far the future is bright. And again, we don't receive any funds from the county's general fund. So,
Thank you, Director.
did I miss something?
Any questions for a Director regarding the budget update from Miami International Airport? Thank you very, very much. I don't have any questions. Can our Seaport please approach for a brief budgetary update? You also are a proprietary fund, which we understand, not general fund tax dollars. If you could give us a brief update regarding the financial health of Port Miami.
Good morning.
And Director, how much time do you think you'll need for this?
5 minutes.
Okay, that'll be great. Thank you.
Be brief. And as you stated, and Mr. Cude stated similar, we're proprietary revenue driven, no property tax funding, and driven by contracts, which I will briefly go over here. The template starts off with our vision and mission. And Port Miami's mission is to generate economic benefits for the county and its residents through maritime commerce. 340,000 jobs. There are 340,000 direct and indirect jobs, and approximately $61 billion in annual economic value generated by the port. The port is committed to exceeding and aligning its vision and mission with its maritime partners to ensure they reflect the industry priorities. Our major functions, we are known as the cruise capital of the world and the cargo gateway of the Americas. The department is responsible for managing terminal operations, berthing, and passenger boarding for over 20 cruise lines, facilitating the movement of containerized cargo while serving a vital north, south, and east-west trade. The department customers are serves two customer segments, cruise and cargo. The port's cargo partners' top priority is operational efficiency. The department's primary cruise customers are the top industry leaders, 20 cruise line brands who have preferentially berthing rights
Director.
Agreements with the port.
Director, yeah, I don't necessarily want you to read from I really would prefer just kind of a macro financial
Okay.
outlook, if you could hone in on that. Thank you.
Well, as again, the revenues generated by these customers and accomplishments, I do want to point out our accomplishments. The port had a record of 8.564 million passengers last year, welcomed more than 1 million passengers a day. That's very significant, and it's shown in the increase of our revenue. We're going to be bringing to you an item next BCC to issue an additional bond to move forward our capital improvement plan, and we are financially sound, and that will be reflected in the item that we bring to you. The key issues, if you can see there, I won't go in each detail, but we do need to make some investments in our infrastructure, primarily cranes, bulkhead replacements, and of course, the key issue of maintaining control of and supply of fuel to our stakeholders. And our priority initiatives, develop a competitive cargo incentive program, invest in infrastructure, as I mentioned, and to remain fiscally responsible and efficient. And I will be taking that on as the Chief Financial Officer and explaining as we go through the process in more depth as needed, if you have any questions on how we will accomplish that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for Port Miami? Seeing none, thank you so much. I think our final presentation is from the Miami-Dade Economic Advocacy Trust. If you can please approach and tell us how much time you'll need for your presentation. Good morning and welcome. Actually, it's good afternoon, so good afternoon and welcome.
Commissioner. How are you? I'll only need 5 minutes. We'll be very short. The Miami-Dade Economic Advocacy Trust considers ourselves to be the go-to organization for economic development within the Miami-Dade County area. We have really 4 different areas that we focus on: economic development, youth services, housing, and research and policy. We've done a tremendous job this past year because, needless to say, with economic development, basically we provide grants and procurement opportunities to small businesses within the community. Our overall efficiency looks very much like Miami-Dade County in regards to race, ethnicity, class, and welfare issues. So consequently, about 85% of the grants that we give on the housing side, as well as on youth services and economic development, look the same way. Housing has been a great opportunity for us as this past year, if you know, that we have given out a tremendous amount of grants to down payment assistance as well as to rehabilitation. And we believe that rehabilitation is the way to go because needless to say, there are a lot of people that are unable to afford the opportunity for them to continue to live in some of the homes that are there. So dilapidated houses, we have an emergency construction program where we are putting small businesses, construction companies to work through this program, and it goes throughout all the different commission districts. We've had a tremendous amount of success with that, and as well as within economic development, we've had over 500 firms that have come to over 14 workshops within our community that have helped to provide grants to them to continue to spur economic development in all the communities. Our research and policy department, which receives less than 8% of general fund dollars, we are using that to continue to spur economic development. As a matter of fact, right now we are in the midst of doing a feasibility study to bring Howard University's first of its kind satellite college into Miami-Dade County, and we are focused on that effort. It's one of the great things that we've done. There's been a tremendous amount of increase in regards to the amount of intellectual capacity that our department is delivering to outside agencies that are interested in moving into Miami-Dade County. This past year, we forged a wonderful, wonderful partnership with Housing and Nathan Kogan and his organization, whereby there have been some hard-to-place mortgage loans that we are working directly with them because of the amount of outreach that we're doing throughout the community. Our key issues is really moving our department into the 22nd century in regards to technology. Because of that, we've been able to really beta test a lot of small different programs that other departments are now beginning to take advantage of in regards to technology around tying our loans into the title companies, because in the past, many different banks and title companies would not take the paper of the Miami-Dade County organization because we were so paper intensive, and now we've moved toward a technologically advanced network that looks very much like private industry. We've had tremendous success with that. And because of that now, we are moving loans that used to take us up to 90 days short of 30 days. So in the past 3 years, we've seen a tremendous increase in regards to activity for those people that are now looking for down payment assistance that are middle income and below. And we've created partnerships with those title companies to allow for us to do that. We've taken some of the private industries, if you will, best practices, and we're now able to utilize them across our ability to connect directly with the different departments that otherwise could not see that process taking place.
Thank you very much, Director. Any questions or comments for Mr. Diggs? Seeing none, thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
To the attorneys, is that the last on our agenda for this afternoon?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to request that item 3G be advanced to the July 21st calendar. I know it's subject to the discretion of our chair, but I'd like 3G advanced if possible. If nothing further, we are adjourned. Thank you so much, everyone.
Welcome to the vibrant heart of South Florida, where air, sea, and community connect to power Miami, your global gateway. Miami International Airport and Port Miami stand as vital pillars of our economy, moving millions of passengers and tons of cargo across the world each year. Together, they generate billions in economic impact, support hundreds of thousands of jobs, and open the door to opportunity here at home and across the globe. This is more than infrastructure. This is our community, and this is our story. In 2024, our global hubs not only reinforced their status as Miami-Dade County's two vital economic engines, but also underscored the indispensable role of their dedicated workforces in shaping our region's future. Together, MIA and Port Miami generated a staggering $243 billion in annual economic activity. Accounting for 14% of Florida's GDP, their combined operations supported nearly 1.2 million jobs for 11% of the state's employment, encompassing direct, indirect, and induced jobs in aviation, maritime, logistics, tourism, and beyond. MIA, Miami's global gateway, is the busiest U.S. airport for international freight and the second busiest for international passengers, welcoming nearly 56 million travelers and handling over 3 million tons of cargo in 2024. The airport's expansive network of nearly 100 air carriers connects Miami to the world and to more destinations in Latin America and the Caribbean than any other U.S. airport. MIA's operations are integral to Florida's economy, contributing nearly 843,000 jobs and generating approximately $181.4 billion in annual business revenue. Behind these remarkable achievements are the dedicated individuals whose expertise and commitment ensure the seamless operation of MIA and Port Miami. Their contributions are the backbone of our community's success, from airline crews and cargo handlers to longshore workers, customs agents, and hospitality teams. These individuals fuel our region's transportation hubs. They don't just keep the engines of commerce running, they support families, build careers, and strengthen our neighborhoods. With strategic investments and visionary planning, these critical transportation hubs are undergoing transformative growth. At MIA, the launch of an ambitious capital improvement program is ushering in a new era of air travel. Over the next decade, our airport will invest more than $9 billion to expand terminal capacity, enhance passenger amenities, and modernize infrastructure, ensuring it remains a top-tier global aviation hub. Construction is already underway. New facilities, baggage systems, gates, and advanced technologies are being integrated to meet rising passenger demand and streamline operations. These improvements are designed not just for today, but to meet the demands of tomorrow. Together, MIA and Port Miami are innovating, leading their industries to be future-ready, fueling job creation, regional growth, and international connectivity. Thanks to the companies, partners, and unwavering dedication of those who serve at the heart of our global gateways, the world is moving, and Miami is leading the way.
Every year, thousands of pets go missing in Miami-Dade County. Sadly, many of them never make it back home. A microchip can make the difference between your pet being lost and being found. It is a small device safely inserted under your pet's skin that provides permanent, reliable identification.
We're calling from Miami-Dade Animal Services. Your dog Pongo is here.
Pet owners are encouraged to microchip their pets and keep their contact information current in the microchip registry. Get chipped or get lost.
Look all around. Airplanes, trains, ships, buses, trucks, and cars. It's all connected, and that's where we come in. Hi everyone, I'm Mobility Guardian.
I'm Mobility Maven.
And I'm Mobility Maverick.
We're the Miami-Dade TPO Transportation Safety Influencers, and we'll be your guides.
From freight to transit, it takes planning and teamwork to move smoothly.
See that? These ships keep goods moving to other states and around the world.
And over there, trains and buses keep people moving across Miami-Dade.
Don't forget bicyclists and pedestrians. It's all about sharing space and staying safe.
Transportation gets us from point A to point B.
We're here to help you understand how it all works and how you can be more involved.
And this is just the beginning. Join us as we explore Miami-Dade County's transportation system.
Let's get there safe together.
We'll see you next time.
We are in beautiful Tropical Park, and this is the premier event celebrating July 4th, and of course our 250th birthday. We're going to have fun, we're going to have music, children's activities, food, and fireworks. So proud to be an American. 250 years, that's really a milestone. It just proves that we're resilient and we're always reinventing ourselves.
Not only is it America's 250th birthday, but it's also the start of National Park and Recreation Month. And so what that means to us is we want to remind people of the power of parks, the power of connection, the power of playfulness, and that's exactly what we're doing here. There's nothing more powerful than this park bringing together 20,000 people to celebrate 4th of July.
It's an honor to be here with all these residents because this represents Miami-Dade County. This represents the United States of America, you know? And for me, as an immigrant, I came from Cuba 24 years ago because I wanted to be free and, you know, celebrate today this with all of them. It's an honor.
This is so great, and it's just great to have a nice, safe, fun space for everyone and families to come and celebrate 250 years of America. Yay!
Me and my family didn't have anything going on this year, so we decided to come out here because it was a free event. So thank you, Mayor Cabo, for putting this event together. I'm having a lot of fun. And thank you so much, yes.
Extreme heat season is here in Miami-Dade County. Now until October 31st, our county will experience long periods of high heat and humidity above 90 degrees. We all are more at risk of experiencing dehydration, heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and injuries, especially our vulnerable populations. Pregnant women, children, outdoor workers, athletes, and the elderly must protect their health, stay hydrated, and rest in cool spots. Get heat safety tips and learn ways to keep cool at miamidade.gov/heat.
Comienza el calor extremo en Miami-Dade. Hasta el 31 de octubre habrá largos periodos de gran humedad y calor con más de 90 grados. Será mayor el riesgo de deshidratación, agotamiento, insolación y lesiones por el calor, sobre todo para los más vulnerables. Las embarazadas, niños, trabajadores al aire libre, deportistas y adultos mayores deben protegerse, hidratarse y descansar en el fresco. Obtén consejos contra el calor y sobre cómo mantenerte fresco en miamidade.gov/heat.
Chalet extrême nan rive nan konte Miami-Dade. Soti koun ya arrive 31 oktob, konte nou an pral pase période chalet élevé bien haut ak humidité qui dépasse 90 degrés. Nou tout pi en danger pour nous souffrir déshydratation, gros fatigue chalet, coup de chalet ak blessure, surtout groupe moun vulnérable parmi nous yo. Femme enceinte, ti moun, travailleurs qui travaillent dehors, athlètes ak grand moun nage, doit protéger santé yo, rete hydraté et puis prendre repos côté qui frais. Prends conseil dans miamidade.gov/heat sous protection contre chalet et puis apprendre comment pour nous rester frais.
Miami-Dade County is again improving our Better Bus network. We heard you and we're making improvements to some bus routes to make it easier to get to work, school, your doctor, or your favorite places. Metro bus riders can plan a trip and track their ride with the Go Miami-Dade Transit app. Let's keep moving forward together. Learn more by visiting miamidade.gov/betterbus. Thank you for riding with us. El condado de Miami-Dade sigue mejorando la red Better Bus. Por sugerencia de usuarios como tú, estamos mejorando rutas para facilitar el acceso al trabajo, la escuela, las consultas médicas y otros lugares. Los usuarios del Metrobús pueden planificar su viaje con la aplicación Go Miami-Dade Transit. Sigamos avanzando juntos. Más información en miamidade.gov/betterbus. Gracias por viajar con nosotros.
Côté Miami-Dade